Hey there, guys and gals, and hello, my friends. This is your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. We're going to open up Birthday 25 Extravaganza. I think it's number 5. Geez, I think I remember this by now. This is my full day in Seligman. I went to Lilo's this morning and had a wonderful breakfast. And then I went back to bed for about 2 or 2.5 hours. And I woke up and I feel pretty good. I mean, relatively now. But I seem to have a burst of energy and I want to run some film out here. And now I'm in the what used to be the town or something of Crookton. And I'm going to turn the camera around here and talk a sec. Now, there is a line of thought that says that the longest stretch of original Mother Road is from Topak to Ash Fork. And that's not it. Now, I'm a pedantic asshole, and you know this sometimes. But I'm walking on the more modern Mother Road. But as you can see, you see the roadway of the older Mother Road. And then we're going to come up to the Crookton Bridge over the railroad tracks. So I'm going to come up and point out that I noticed this on this stretch of the Mother Road. I see older roadbed. Well, depending on how you define original, well, it certainly is nice. It's a beautiful drive. It's very historic. I absolutely recommend, as I wave to this guy, giving me a lot of room. I don't know enough about, boy, you can smell that diesel. I don't know enough about road history. Let me walk up a little more, or I'm sorry, not road history, bridge construction era history to know how old this bridge is. But I'm walking here. It's a beautiful day. The train had just rolled by. I'm walking to the other side here to see if I could see. A lot of times on bridges, they'll put the year of construction in. And I am not seeing anything about that here. So you could see, I walked for 3 minutes. Oh, dude, good for you. I don't really see it, so we're gonna. I hit the off button by mistake. Okay, so we're gonna start walking. We're gonna start walking back to the truck, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things I forgot about my birthday. One is, 2 of the greatest players to ever play in their respective sport, Larry Bird and Johnny Bench, are born on my birthday. Albeit a little bit before me, but nevertheless. I rarely get into the conversations about who's the GOAT, because there's a number of answers. It depends really on how you define your criteria. You know, do you weigh the modern era? Do you weigh? I like Yogi Berra, and I think Yogi is not as respected as he should be because of the Yogi character. He was funny. He was great with the press. That guy's a goddamn winner. I think he has more rings as an active player than anyone else. And the guy was in combat in the Normandy invasion on D-Day. Come on now. So that's one guy that shares my birthday, Johnny Bench. I will accept the argument that he's the greatest. I'll accept that. Other guy, Larry Bird, it's hard to say a guy that this great is underrated, but I don't think he's nearly in the greatest conversation. the guy was just a winner. And you watch on YouTube some of the clips of Larry shit-talking people and all the stories about him. He was certainly, I think, in the top 5, certainly in the top 10. So they share my birthday. Well, I pulled off the road here on the way back to Seligman. Of course, I had to have the camera goddamn start doing all kinds of stupid shit. But there's a little stone bridge out here that I'm not sure I've ever noticed. And you get to the question, is it the railroad or is it the mother road? And at first I thought it'd be the railroad, but I don't think a railroad would have a grade quite this steep. It's not steep for a car, but I'm not so sure. And as I talked about back at the bridge, you can see this is abandoned Mother Road. You can see some bits and pieces of the asphalt. We're looking west here, and we're heading back into town. One thing I want you guys here to notice is when I talk about the old roads and stuff on this Southern California Automobile Association map, you can see how the Mother Road is much different in this map than it is in the modern day. One more thing I forgot to add about the hotel, the Comfort Inn and Suites, is, I'm gonna pip in some stills of the room. I left some stuff in the bed because I didn't pull the sheets up and fluff them like I normally do. So there's some more ADHD tax, about $100 worth of stuff. But you see the 3 pics I got. I asked for a handicap room because I'm starting to struggle to get in and out of a tub shower. And when I got there, the gal said, I noticed you haven't been asking for a handicap room and you're asking for it now. And they basically said, we got a guest coming in who could really, really use it. And they asked me to give it up. Well, sure, I'll give it up. It's not that big of a deal here to me. Later in life, if I got a handicap placard or something, maybe so. But yeah, sure. So they upgraded my room. I told them, no, you don't have to. Don't give it a second thought because, I don't believe in karma per se. But, you do right by people. It ain't going to kill you. And they gave me the upgraded room, and you saw that here. And you see it here. So we'll see what's next. Charlie's, I don't know how he worked this up or it got made for him somehow, or I don't know, but here's some shots of him and I and assorted other family members. There's Rich right there, my riding bro. He got this put together and I forgot to put it in, so I'm going to put it in now. There's about 10 or 15 more seconds of this, and then we'll move on to what's next. Here's another victim of the interstate bypassing town. You could tell this used to be a gas station, and it no longer is. I was not able to determine this spot. I believe it's looking to the south, because if you're facing south, like the picture is, then Ash Fork is east, and that shows to the left. And then Kingman is to the right, and that's going to be west. And right here, it looks like the railroad's in back of the structure, and right in Seligman, the railroad is right on top of the highway, the Mother Road. So I was not able to find this. I thought it was here, but I really couldn't figure it out, so here you go. Well, after driving over a bit, looking for a site that I can't find, we're back into town and I am at Highway Hot Dog. And this is owned by the daughter of Lilo, the Lilo that passed away earlier this year. And their family still runs Lilo's Cafe. This is the historic Pioneer Hall and Theater, 1903, I think, or 1905. I just looked, I can't remember. This is also a Ted's malt shop for a good long time. And now the daughter and almost son-in-law of Lilo is opened up this. I think they've opened up something else out here too. I'm not sure, but here we go. And I'll pip in the picture here. You can see it's not like it used to be, I guess, around here. Come on, dude. There you go. You see it's different. So we'll press on to the next stop. Well, you can see I stuck my sticker here. You see a lot of people on the famous turquoise bus has done the same thing. Now, I don't stick stickers willy-nilly like some people do. I think it's, you could say it's vandalism, but they certainly welcome it here. I was in Hackberry, and they had the same thing, and you may have saw that last year. So we're going to press on to our next then and now picture stop here in Seligman. Our next stop of the day in Seligman is at the post office, 1906 to 1966. Well, somebody's living here or using it because they have a DirecTV dish. So here you go, the post office, what used to be. I'm not positive, but I think the pictures I'm going to pip in right here are roughly about here. Now the water tower is gone, but there's like a water, I don't know what the hell they call it, a water containment thing. Geez, I'll have to, goddamn sun too, I'll have to pip it in. But I think that it's right here for the three pictures you see. Here's the Copper Cart sign. I think it used to be a restaurant and a motel. Of course, I'd like to film the front, but you know, as I walk real slowly here, you know Joe's luck. If it's not traffic, it's the goddamn sun right in my shot every fucking time. So here's what the, what is it called? What the Copper Cart is now. And then you see it right next to Highway Hot Dog. So we'll see what's next. Right kitty corner to the Copper Cart is the Central Commercial Corner. And you can see what it used to have. Well, you can't really see it very well. Meats, groceries, hardware, and dry goods. So this has been empty for a very, very long time. Now the modern grocery is right here. The green building, Seligman Grocery. So here you go. So we'll see what's next, but I don't think it's going to be much. Our next stop of the day is at the Seligman Cemetery. And there is a young man here at the site, at the grave of his dad and his grandma. So I'm going to be particularly respectful and not get this guy on film in any direction. I wouldn't want a camera stuck in my face when I'm at the graveyard. So here you go. Just passing through the cemetery here, I looked at this. It looks fairly new, and this is the grave of Lilo Russell from Lilo's Cafe. Holy shit! What a serendipitous happenstance here. But you can see 25, so people are still being buried here. I was here, I think right after Lilo passed, and I was at the cafe, and they had green frog cookies, which I'll see if I can't. Oh, I didn't bring it. God damn it! When I edit this, I'll see if I have it or not. Now, we never were really cemetery people. Nobody close to me died when I was living with my parents. I've been to, funerals and such, but never back out to the gravesite. If it was a gravesite service, I never went back because I'm just not that kind of guy. But I will make a hypocritical exemption here that when I used to go on the Sunday of the Daddy Long Ball out to Cave Rock, well, that's where my cousin Donnie's got. You know, it doesn't matter what way I go, I have to deal with the sun. I gone out there for years because that's where Donnie scattered and everybody goes. And I went a couple years ago, so that's one thing. And I'm certainly going to wander out to the park here or in Bullhead, where I have half of the dish and the Boy Scout. God, the sun. God damn it. Hold on. I'm also going to go back out to Coos Bay, to Bassendorf, because I like it out there. Besides everything else, I like Coos Bay. I may end up summering out there. It's crossed my mind. I think I'm going to close right here. I enjoyed my little drive through Seligman. A pretty historic little spot, like a lot of these smaller towns are out here because of the railroad. This is, as always, your host, Joe, Life with Yosef. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Enjoy your day. Peace be with you. I am the prize head in the game. May Freya show you favor on the hunt through her field so soft and green.